My God, welcome to Africa's biggest comedy talk show. This is Dr. Ofweneke tonight. Yeah. And of course, those also watching out of the country, watching in diaspora, of course. This is Dr. Ofweneke in the morning. Because when I watch it, I mean, then and later. There are guys watching from Atlanta, actually. Well, into me DM.
Oh, nice.
Na kuna chali anakulike.
Mimi?
Yeah, alisema DJ yako kwa ameweza. Yeah, alisema ni manyanga. Anybody uses the word manyanga? Guys, when is the last time you had the word manyanga?
Wally, from Atlanta.
Imagine, no, check it. Do you know why I don't like hanging around with my friends whenever I go to the US? Because they use the weirdest, oldest shit.
Yeah.
Umesikia mtu anakuambia, ati wanzi unajua nilifukuzwa na maponyi. When is the last time you had the word ponyi? Ponyi. Uko unasema excuse me, sanse, about unasema Mbaru.
Mambaru.
Oh my God, Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dr. Ofweneke tonight. Welcome my coffee. Oh my God, it's been an amazing week, DJ listener. Yeah. I have had some good time. And of course, a big shout out, of course, to this morning. You know, at times I tell you, mimi ni mtu nimeheshimika katika society. I am not in a child's play level. You get? Yeah, Mimi, I'm respected, I'm feared around.
Where?
Yeah, because today I was a guest lecturer at Tuke University. I was lecturing.
What do you say?
Yeah, well, unanga heshima. What's wrong with you? No, you should have seen me there. Oh. Can you go on my Instagram? You see the photos.
Oh,
and I was sounding very intelligent. Let me tell you, Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Pierre Lumumba would have had nothing on me today. I was the professor in charge of QS, quality survey, and of course another lessons relating construction. Alikuwa anachukua notes because it was from a doctor to a professor.
Ebu tueleze kidogo kenye ulisema
huko. Listen, wewe umepatia lecture apart from kulecture chali yako. So of course, a big shout, of course, the whole management of Tuke University, of course, for allowing me and thinking that I'm fit to come and talk to the students this month. We had an amazing time, and of course, apart from that, a lot has been happening this week. Of course, the Supreme Court is on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yes. And of course, after this, we shall know whether Dr. William Samoei Ruto, of course, who is the president-elect, if he'll officially end up being sworn in on the 13th of September, or actually it's going to be whether the elections will be nullified, or whether we'll go for a rerun. But you see, those who have done law, the prayers, it's called a prayer. So the prayers of Azimio is that actually that it's withdrawn from President-elect Ruto and actually declare Right Honorable Raila Odinga as the president without going for a runoff. So let's see how it's good. But you see, the most important thing is that we maintain peace. Isn't it?
True.
I know there are guys who've broken up because of Azimio and the Kenya Kwanza. I know there are men who are watching. You have not, haujapiga kura katika nyumba yako kwa sababu ya siasa. Kama mnanijua, Mkenya ni kile ninachomaanisha ingalikuwa. So, and of course, and a big shout, of course, to Abdel Nasir, a very good friend of mine who won the Mombasa gubernatorial. And of course, my very good friend, of course, as well, FCPA, Fernandez Baraza, who is now the governor-elect of my home county. County Kakamega. Sasa ulado wande waka Kakamega kuisanga, wenye kubaya kitoko, wenye kutempool fighting, yani wenye kushirikea kitoko.
Tulidhani hata ujuange lugha.
No, that's French. I speak 11 languages, so I could still be Nigerian, but I speak Luya. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah. So but it's been a beautiful week. So we're just looking forward to see how the Supreme case is how they're gonna be voting. Of course, how they're gonna be deciding, of course, and from there we'll know our future as a country in terms of who's gonna be the president. So far, President Uhuru Kenyatta is still in charge, but with limited powers. Of course, there's some duties he cannot execute. He cannot execute everything. He cannot appoint. He doesn't have the power to appoint anymore. There's some delegated duties that he was enjoying for the past 10 years that he cannot do them anymore. So he's more on an incumbency kind of set.
Okay.
So we just want to thank leo tumeona kikula pilao pale Baraka. Mombasa. Uhuru anapenda kukula. Anyway, nimekula chakula sana huko Mombasa. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, so please, you're free, of course, to go on our YouTube. We are live on our YouTube page or live on our TV47 Facebook page as well. And of course, we are live on TV47 itself, of course, on Zuku and all the other platforms as well. First thing first, tonight we are hosting the one and only Eric Omondi. Yep. There's a lot of things that Kenyans have been asking themselves, and tonight we shall be answering those questions right here on an exclusive. This guy has not appeared on any other TV show. When I tell you this show is big, this show is bigger than your TV, actually, literally. It's bigger than a billboard. This show is the show. So Eric Omondi will be coming later on, and of course, we'll be answering some questions. Of course, my MCA, and of course, the MCA-elect Woodley Ward, DNG. Will also be on the show later on as well. Yes, my coffee. But very fast, listening before we get there, let's go through some of the weird things that have been happening around Africa. Number one, my country of origin of the name Dr. Ofweneke, apparently Nigeria. Nigeria has been the first country to ban foreign talent from appearing in ad campaigns.
I saw it.
Yes, so from now on, if you're not Nigeria,
no,
you will not appear on any advert. So they don't want to see Oibo are white people. They don't want to see Kenyan there. They don't want to see South African there. They know the day, I know the day, are they. So they don't want to see anybody there.
But apart from talent, anything else, Nisawa?
No, yeah, well, it depends. They are only accepting foreign wives in terms of Kenyans. Yeah. Hey, madam, Kenya Moleka Nigeria. And you see the way they sing. Am I the only one who has realized that actually Nigerian men have married our women, but it's very weird to see a Nigerian woman who has been married to a Kenyan man. Has anybody seen that? It's because those women have testosterone. What's wrong with you? Masi Johnson Masi Johnson man crash mad. Ni mtafu.
Ukileta shida na kupiga.
Wewe pale unajua pale hakuna story ati jumla na divorce. Ukimarry dem Nigeria kuna divorce. Muna chapana kwa nyumba alafu mnapendana. La, I will slap you with love. Pa. And that's so if you ask me, and I think being in the industry for a while, I think it's a good idea. It's the same thing when Eric Omondi was pushing about the 60% play Kenyan music, all right? Because we need to start appreciating ourselves first, make sure we maintain our revenue within our jurisdiction before we allow other people to come and enjoy what we do. Because Kenya has been so lenient in terms whereby even Chinese are coming here. Unajua wa Chinese wameanza kuwa mademo wetu, lakini maelezo wa Chinese wanagopa Waluya. Woman, I'm saying Chinese ameenda kwa imagine sin shaun wa afla. Imagine umse vile akona culture shock. I imagine unge Kiluya na Chinese the same. Sin shaun ya shunyi singing ta kwenda kutenga kwa rocheta kurula mun. So I think for me, I actually support that. I actually think Nigeria has done a good thing, and I can't wait for Kenya to actually do the same, whereby we are supporting our own. Otherwise, when will we ever be able to expose our talent to the outside world if ourselves are not given ourselves an opportunity to sample literally what we have, isn't it? Yeah, but I'm scared because Nigeria is going to be bad with the accent. You have ever had, imagine an accent about, let's say, give me a product. Give me a product.
Like hair product?
Imagine a hair product in a Nigerian advert. You know, they sound like they're threatening you. Already a Nigerian on an airline. Imagine you see the way in Kenya they announce, all right. Flight JK 557, all the way to Kisumu. Now sit down, tie your seatbelt. Nigeria, they threaten you. If you're sitting there and you don't tie your belt, you will die. Nothing else, you will die, you will go down. If you die, you die alone. So you better tie your seatbelt. Now, I can imagine how the other adverts are going to be so weird. So Nigeria, we did salute you. This is why we did do something very nice. See, we want to promote the local talents for this place. So please, thank you for doing that. Story number 2, listening. Shame on all members of parliament who have been elected. Shame on you.
What's up? Hey, hata umestua.
But then this one I will say without fear. Let me tell you. You see, our work on TV is because we have the numbers listening. Our work is to call out nonsense when there's nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah.
The country is already facing debts. Every county government has come in inheriting debts. from the past government.
Yeah.
Now, the person who will take over, whether it's Ruto or Raila, will inherit, I think, almost half a billion, in terms of debt. All right?
Yeah.
Then our MPs, without even going fast and now trying to fix some of the food prices and trying to lower the life of Kenyans, because that's what you were lying to us during campaign.
Yeah.
These guys literally went into parliament and were actually pushing to have massage, within massage and spa allowances. So as you sit here and as you watch at home, just know your MP was trying to get allowances for massage. Already those of us who live in Nairobi, you know that massage can be defined into two things. There's a normal massage, then there's the other what? Massage whereby everything is closed, the door inafungwa kila kitu, na wanafunga wenye kifungua wanaenda nyumbani. And whatever happens there, we don't care and we don't want to know because we are pretending we don't know what happens there.
You're pretending.
We are pretending, but this is me pretending. You get? But I'm just telling our MPs, I mean, the reason why we elect leaders is because, and not even the reason, my prayer is that one day, we will elect leaders who are passion-based leaders in terms of literally genuine service delivery to the people.
Yeah.
All right? So when you go there, we didn't take you there to get car loans, to get house loans. Well, we understand there are privileges that come with a seat.
Yeah.
But remember, we took you there because we Kenyans are hoping that you'll be able to help us to solve some certain issues. Yes. So if you're a member of parliament and you're watching, shame on you. And I will say it. Meet me in the streets, I will tell you shame on you again. Call me to parliament, I'll tell you shame on you again. In fact, hii tutaenda na recommend tujifunge na manyororo kama Paul and Silas. You get? Because I don't get why I should vote for you to go and fight for what? Massage? Mimi mwenyewe sifanyangi massage. Truth be told, mimi unajua mimi sijagrow kwa udosi. Maisha yenyewe imeni massage. Maisha imenikanda bwana.
Sasa mkienda na Eric ataweza kwenda na heels huko.
Nani wewe unacheza na Eric? Mimi kwanza nakujua Eric amekuwa kivaaje hiyo bikini. Eric amekuwa kivaa hiyo bikini. Unajua tunajaribu kutafuta generator tuione. Anyway, and of course as we finish up, ladies and gentlemen, this clip that I'm about to play has been going viral across the world. I feel proud as a Kenyan, but I'm still disappointed on why the person who brought us education into Africa is actually not really the smartest person in the globe. Play me that clip, John.
Oggi sono a Milano e la mia domanda è molto semplice. Qual è la capitale dell'Africa? Andiamo. What is the capital of Africa?
Capital of Africa.
La place de la femme, cuisine.
Nairobi?
Quick question. What is the capital of Africa? You got 10 seconds. Let's go.
Kenya.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
So that's, ladies and gentlemen, for Kenyans, it's a mixed feeling kind of a clip, isn't it? Yeah, one, we are proud that at least it looks like we're the most popular teams. It looks like brand Kenya and they are doing an amazing job. But again, I don't get why, there's Nigeria, who cannot fail to know where Nigerians, where there's Nigeria. I'm allowing them to be wrong in many ways. Yeah. Can you be wrong with Nigeria, South Africa? But it's okay. It's Kenya is the capital, so be it. The only thing I know is that Kenya is the heart of Africa because we are strategically placed like where the heart of a human being is. We are where the heart of Africa literally is. So that should give us something, isn't it? Clap your hands for being proud to be Kenya, ladies and gentlemen. What? So my people, please keep on tweeting. Hashtag is Dr. Ofweneke tonight. Tell us wherever you're watching from. Go on DJ Listening's page. Go on Dr. Ofweneke's page. Go on TV47 page. Comment right there. And of course, when you go for the break, when we come back, of course, we'll be reading your tweets and just getting to big you up. And of course, and appreciating and celebrating you. Asanteni sana. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to talk too much. I want to get straight into the business of the day. More than 15, 16 years in the industry. One of the biggest brands in terms of comedy, the most traveled comedian, the most, I don't know. This guy has graced each and every stage. And of course, I want to say this tonight. When it comes in terms of craft, a stand-up comedy, this is a guy we all envy. At least I know. I have a brotherly jealousy for this gentleman. An amazing heart. And away from what people see on the camera and what people say on the comment section, I know this gentleman to be a gentleman enough and a man of good heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please put on stage. Oh, I have to welcome on stage, my God. Ladies and welcome on the show, the one and only, the president of comedy in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Omondi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Omondi. Thank you, bro. Ni nini, bro? Elections imeisha. Yuna kanika umekubali nomination. Bro, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Kwanza umeni stress.
Congratulations, mazi.
Bro, tunajaribu. Nyumba tunatiki kila wakati.
Iko sawa.
Do you know funniest thing, you've come to all the houses we've moved to?
Yes. Ukihama mimi na wewe.
Bro, nashukuru sana. Wewe ni ule MC. Nashukuru
Asante sana mazi.
Lakini umeni stress kukutafuta.
Buda, kwanza
last week ilikuwa uko hapa.
Na ile wiki nyingine.
Na ile wiki nyingine. Ile wiki ukaenda kwa Alex Mohanji.
Ile uko kwa Waganda.
Kwa Waganda.
Yeah.
Bro, those guys love you.
Uganda ni kama home. At
least one thing I can brag is,
yes.
Ujai ambiwa na Alex, after wewe na ujiona kwa ngani mimi.
Ni wewe.
Bro, mimi ni mbaya.
Eric, that other comedian.
This slender one, like you.
He's Kenyan or Nigerian.
But I like him. What he was dancing all over him, talking over the stage. Hey, Madange. Bro, first of all, I must admit, yes. Bro, hizi wiki mbili tatu bro. Sasa hivi kuna nguo. Unajua akili yangu inataka kufocus. Tangu una nguo.
Au kwa shwa nikiingia pale.
But ukiingia I was like ni Eric Omondi ama ni Eric Atieno ama ni Eric Omondi.
Na baadaye nimefikiria nimesumbuka sana kwa akili nikuje ka Diva ama Eric. Nikuje ka Eric.
Tungevutwa kazi bro.
But invite Diva siku moja.
Siku moja Diva.
Akuje.
But then we should do that.
Yeah, I should have Diva on the show.
Johan, you're watching. Next we invite Divalicious. We invite Divalicious. Lakini ungekuja hivyo leo bila kuniprepare. Bro, tungetafanya nayo hiyo show kwa ningevutwa.
Hata ungefukuzwa.
Bro, let me ask.
Yes.
There's been a lot of questions.
Yes.
And I want to be very straightforward.
Yes.
And this is with love as my big brother and a close friend of mine.
Yes.
There's been a lot of questions concerning Eric Omondi's sanity.
Sanity and
guys have been, yes, and sexuality.
Yes.
No, kwanza sanity, alafu ndio kwa sex.
Sanity hiyo iko hapo kwa sawa. Mimi siko sure kama niko sawa sanity. Hapo kwa sanity hata wewe siko sure.
Wait, bro, check. Pasia na. Bro, what do we kusema Eric Omondi is going through something. Eric is depressed. Eric is desperate. Eric feels like his brand is dying. Eric is trying too much.
Yes.
Bro, what is all this? Because me, I never want to hear anybody attacking you.
Why are they saying that? Because I'm extreme?
Well, you know Kenyans being Kenyans.
But Eric has never changed. I remember when we used to be in Churchill Live, every time Churchill would come to introduce you, would say, the amazing, the super doctor Ofweneke! You know get? Wapi makofi nduru ya teacher!
Wanjiku!
Alafu all the way from Bulolongos, finest cheap look easy. Ikifika Eric alikuwa anasema, ai.
So how do we go around that?
Sasa huyu sijui kama amemeza dawa. Sasa sijui leo ameva. That was 208, my brother. Eric has never changed. What I fear is that it's going to get worse. That's my only fear. Because I expected by now, I'm 40, bro. Ianze kukam down. I feel like I'm an upcoming. Kuna energy flame. Bro, I'm scared by the for once like in the Kenyans.
No, I love the honesty.
Yes. I feel like it's going to get worse. Because I feel like ndio naanza, I'm an upcoming artist. But now nafani kwe, na choka na. For real, I'm not lying to you. I am very scared because the energy I feel in my bones on my knees, I'm on the Divalicious.
Hey,
what's that? Like, imetoka wapi?
I've been asking myself the same question.
I used to do this character, but sikuwa nanyoa easy, navaa heels, navaa mpaka ni thong.
Sema tu kamba. Sema tu ile kamba ya madem.
So I'd love to ask Kenyans to fasten their safety belt, because I feel like it's gonna get a bit worse. By worse, I mean we need to. Unacheki, Omondi has always been extraordinary.
Exactly.
Omondi is extra. And it's not new. I don't know why people are getting surprised. Well, it's just change, bro.
This has always been new.
It's always been Eric Omondi. And I feel like if, as an artist, you need to be just a bit extra. And a comedian. As comedians, we are tunapewa hiyo chance. Kuna vitu musicians hawezi. Kuna
leeway ya kuwa unpredictable.
Tunapewanga leeway ya kupush the envelope. When the late Bob Conway used to tell me.
Come on.
You can cross the line as a comedian. You're allowed.
Hold it there. Hold it there. Ladies and gentlemen, exclusive. Only Dr. Ofweneke tonight. Tonight we're hosting the one and only, the President of Africa, Eric Omondi on the show. When we come back, we'll also be asking questions about his sexuality.
Yes.
Shift to a short break. This is the...
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take measurements of the user.
After doing my assessment, I get to know the parent, I get to know the heaviness she's carrying.
Disability comes at different stages of life.
How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la Siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga,
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. The next set of millionaires are farmers. As we know, agriculture has been and still is the backbone of our economy. As we traverse the different counties to meet different farmers, we ensure to get the story of how they started farming and even how they continue to penetrate the market and overcome the challenges.
Hapa, the reason why nilieka goose na si ducks. Goose, they are very easy to maintain.
A lot of farmers keep on calling, inquiring whether you're supposed to raise some seeds in the nursery or you're supposed to do them directly in the field.
The greenhouse helps us control the temperature because the temperature needs to be between 28 to 32 degrees.
Walk this journey with us every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. It's no secret, construction ain't cheap. But how do we make it affordable? Different individuals are finding ways of cutting down cost by use of pre-stressed slabs other than reinforced concrete, recycling plastics to make pavers.
The brick is stronger, it's cheaper, and it's lighter.
And recycling wastewater in your household.
What happens to my waste from the washroom, the solid waste?
Artists have become so predictable, it's boring. That's why I'm going higher. I'm being crazy. I'm crossing the lines. I'm breaking boundaries. We are competing with Hollywood, bro. Right now, Kenya is no longer. Sasa umecheza clip hapa watu wanaulizwa what's the capital city of Africa? Wanasema Kenya. We have gone global. We can no longer be mediocre.
We're a big boy now.
We're a big boy. So I'm competing against the Netflixes of this world, against the Kevin Harts of this world. When naonaga kwa caption yako, hizo hashtag zako. We are no longer competing against each other with Natisha Wanjiku na Ofweneke. We're competing against the basketballs of this world. So the content I do, I'm not only targeting Kenyans, bro. That's why I'm the most travel, I'm the most international artist in this country.
Come on.
Because people pick up my coffee. You get? And I get so agitated, mpaka me shake. Yeah? Because there are 4 things, bro. Kuna, and this is 2022, we can talk about it. Kuna gay people who are intentionally or wishfully, as an adult, a man who prefers a man, and then an address kama msichana.
Yes.
That's gay. There are people who are called cross-dressers. Kama Kinothia, netwa? Kinothia is not a comedian. He's a cross-dresser. He's a man who likes to dress like a woman. Alafu tuko na the sensitive one, wanaitwa transgenders. Walizaliwa hivyo. Ni mwanaume lakini anazaliwa tena ni dem. So anavaa hivyo for that reason. Then we have artists. Comedian. Do you know unajua Tyler Perry, the richest comedian?
Yes. Yeah. Okay,
Madea.
Yeah.
Unajua Flacco,
yes.
This Kenya hapa.
Yes.
Unajua Kevin Hart. Unajua
Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's house.
It's all the big names. Yeah?
Yes.
It is so annoying. Mtu akisema Omondi ni gay ana act amevaa kama Divalicious. It is a cake. It ni ushamba. Unaget? Ni ushamba, yeah? You have to be art. So us we dress up like that to communicate, to make laugh, to entertain. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So nikivaa kama Divalicious, my purpose and intention is kuchekesha watu or kupush agenda fulani ya entertainment, unaget?
Because what umekuwa kusema Eric is being paid by the alphabet community.
No, like by the
yes, what umekuwa funded, so it's an agenda you push.
Now wanilipe, by the way. Hawajanilipa. So
yes, sir.
Divalicious will be doing an advert for a beauty product, which we are launching on Saturday in the Queenvite at the Tamarind Hotel.
What's the dress code first of all?
It's always. No.
I was scared.
No. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Eric Omondi is too. That's why I'm actually scared, bro. Now I'm saying this on your show so that when it starts happening in the next 2 weeks, you'll post this clip.
Yes.
Get ready. It's about to get crazy. Extremely crazy. But on Saturday, it's not Divalicious. It's Eric Omondi hosting. It's an all-white party.
Beautiful.
Yes. Nice. But now the client, Divalicious amekuwa advertise. Eric Omondi anakuja.
Eric Omondi anakuja kuhost. So Divalicious is the influencer, Eric Omondi is the host.
Is the host. Yeah.
Divalicious is chasing the paper.
Divalicious is a young girl. She's 21 years old.
21?
Yeah, amekuja Nairobi juzi.
Hey. Na ukakis Divalicious alikis nani? Ni nani alikisi? Ilikuwa Hambare ama ilikuwa nani? Ilikuwa there's somebody
the lady, yeah.
Lynn, yeah. Asio viva ameolewa.
Oh my God. Anyway, let me ask, don't you at times get scared because there are parents who have been creating the notion that Eric Omondi has been an inspiration to their children. And now probably the conversation is changed because many parents are like, you know what? From ile story ya Turukana ya kurukana ni Arive, guys are like, hey, Eric Omondi is becoming a little bit too nini for our children. Does this scare you?
It scares me for the children, but for those children, that those are their parents. Those kids should be taken away from those parents. I'm scared for the kids that those are their parents. You see, Dr. Ofweneke,
yes, sir.
This thing called internet, Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, it's an ocean. Iko hata na porn huko ndani. Yeah. Iko na so many dirty, clean. Kuna pastors kanyinyi. It's a whole worldwide. Nini. Ukienda hivi kwa nini? Kuna sections, bro. Kuna zingine utaenda hivi upate pastor.
Inaenda kai imeenda.
Ingine utaenda hivi upate tu MP anakandwa. Anafanywa massage, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So So every time Anakode puts it better. I am not your child's role model. Unapoteza mtoto. Mimi hata sijazaa.
Eriko jaza.
You are a lazy parent. Wewe my parent when I was young alikuwa ananichapa, alikuwa ananipeleka shule, ananipeleka church, alikuwa ananifundisha kufanya vitu, kuosha vyombo. It is the responsibility of a parent to bring up. Hata Biblia inasema bring up a child. You bring up the child,
not we. Let's bring up our child.
Yes. What is your child doing on Eric Omondi's Instagram? Na ako 5. Ako hapa hivi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ofweneke tonight hosting the one and only Eric Omondi, putting it straight and clear. And of course, all knuckles on and all belts off. Literally, of course, all bikinis on. Now, bro, 40 years.
Yes.
Literally, we see what you've said from since you began until now. Basically, what you're saying is your life has literally begun at 40.
Yes.
You get?
I've had life begins at 40.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a proverb or a saying.
Here you are.
I turned 40.
Bro, are you ever going to get married? I'm starting to get worried as your brother. But hey, Christine asked me the other day.
Yes.
I'm going to be Tende. Oh, sorry guys, Christine is my wife. So Tende goes, I mean, we are all a circle. And Christine, babe, I'm starting to get worried. Ka be a favorite at your because when you mefika, the other day, who comes out to go and defend an ex? Well, that issue was delicate.
Yes.
But you came out very strongly. You literally went for shanty.
Yes.
You took her to the hospital,
yes,
and you did a whole long post.
Yes.
You get a policeman to go read more.
Yes.
You did a whole read more
yes.
on Instagram.
Long post a lot.
Long post a lot. Bro, all this craziness, will you just, when your time comes, will you just leave this world without a descendant?
Yeah, why not? Because you see, you're a preacher, my brother.
Yes,
the Bible says, okay, the paraphrase, marriage is not meant for everyone.
True.
There are those who are even called to ministry.
No, Paul wrote a letter and said, for those who are not for, there's those who are called for service to God, and there's those who are, if you can marry. But if you're not and your call is for God, then that's how it's going to be. And that's why I have so much respect for fathers and priests who are watching.
Yes.
So wherever you are.
Sasa mimi, nimeleta hiyo kesi yangu kama wale lawyers wa
Bro, umeleta. Piki.
So I rest my case. And let me tell you something that may sound a bit controversial. When they started the show, you asked me, people saying, is Eric Omondi crazy? Is he what? What's happening? You know, I've been relevant for 14 years. Every week for 14 years.
And I agree.
Yes. Every week. Since 2008. Hakuna wiki hata kwenda kwa Instagram yangu. Hakuna wiki. Since 2008. Hakuna wiki. Hata kama niko wapi. Yenye utapata nimefanya clips ngapi? And at least every month muko nga nimetrend. So sijui nimefanya nini, ama nimechekesha, ama nimeenda Dubai, ama nimeenda, because Kenyans, hao watu wamekaa hapa wa Kenya, they are the most, kuna research, Kenyans are the most, ni kama concentration span ya Kenya, si kama Uganda matizi, ni small.
I think it's a thing with, I suffer from something called ADHD.
Yes.
ADHD is sorry, this is
attention
not to,
something.
Yes, this is not to make it look like I'm bragging. According to intelligence, with the studies of sociologists, so ADHD guys, no, guys, this is now serious. It's genius than ADHD. And this is why ADHD guys have a short concentration span, is because your mind is running too fast. So you can't hold one thing at the same time. And I always say Kenyans are the smartest kid in class in Africa, that we are our own enemy.
Actually, Kenyans knew ADHD. You made an
ADHD. Yes.
Kenyans knew UHD. You can say my ADHD. Kenyans are like a 5-year-old boy or girl. Their attention span is, what can I call it? Ofweneke, I dare you and Lizzie to take a break from this show and from entertainment for just 2 months.
But we were off for how many years?
Because but you are doing things.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Una listen kila wiki ya kwa hapa wewe na kuona everywhere. Yeah. That's why it's very easy for Mkenya kusema ule alikuwa anaitwanga nani, alikuwanga Churchill. Ule alikuwa mkonde alafu akanaona hata aliswimming naked. Alikuwa anavaa dim. Eric Omondi, that's after only 3 months. Because wako na rent, wako na sijui wana president,
kuna supreme. Una kode, things are just happening.
Yani ukiamka leo ni piki ponki na trend, kesho ukiamka ni Divalicious. So there's so much bombardment.
And that's why, let's talk as we move here. Yes.
And that's why most comedians that we started with,
all right,
and musicians we started with, they're no longer there.
Let me ask, bro, as we get into this game, who is the most laziest artist? This is my last question to Kingia Kwai. Who is the most laziest artist in Kenya?
The laziest artist in Kenya is called Bien Amel. Mutu bure kabisa.
Beef mkona.
Si beef. Hapana si beef. Mimi nauliza, I'm being genuine. Very lazy.
Bien, you're lazy. Live on andaki alikuwa hapa. So Bien is lazy. Laziest comedian?
Laziest comedian ni nani? Wacha anaitwa nani umuluya huyu? Laziest comedian ni nani?
Na hizo original Bien, mbona comedian?
Unajua Obina alinikasirisha bro.
But then you are pissed. I know you when you're angry. Baka liambiwa say hii kiki.
Madam nilikuwa akasema na hii my mom knows me. Na anajua everything I do, most of it in entertainment. But that one she saw my eyes, my lips. Akasema hii ni serious.
Bro, come hapa. So
hii ni unga.
So hii ni unga. Una get? Bro, si baba yake.
Tunacheza na unga.
Wewe bro acha. Hapa. Sasa tunahitaji tu ka ATM card. Anyway, so bro, this is the game,
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Guy, hebu ngoja kidogo. Ngoja kidogo. Ngoja kidogo. Kuna question ilikuwa niulize sitaki uiangalie.
Ngoja kidogo.
So bro, this is the game. So we are tunacheza game yetu two truths, one lie.
Two truths,
one lie. If you get it wrong, uso wapi? Ndani ya unga.
Bas.
Then you also think. So even you will ask me.
Yes.
If I get it whatever,
yes.
Tunaingia uso wapi?
Yes.
Ndani. Aya. My two truths.
Two truths.
You are 32
truths.
Yeah, 2 truths and one lie.
Yes.
Number one.
So I answer. If I get you go.
Yeah?
If I get the answer right.
If I get so okay, well fine, I go. Actually, yeah. Jesus, oh God, I didn't know how stupid putting myself in the trap. So number one. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready, yeah?
Mimi swali yangu nitakuuliza ni gani?
Wewe ngoja.
Okay, sawa.
Number one, the second president of South Africa was Thabo Mbeki. Number two, Lizni is wearing yellow heels.
Yes.
Number three, TV47. Nimesahau. TV47 corporate color is red.
Number 3 is true.
All right.
Number 1 is Thabo Mbeki, true. Tulia nikwambie, it's not true. It's not true because there was the first one, Dick Cheney, ule mzungu. So it's not true. Kulikuwa na ule mzungu alafu Mandela. Tulia tu.
Bro, check it.
Si ni kweli ndio? Ndio. Ama ni uongo?
Bro.
So did I get...
Bro, no. We're talking about African presidents.
Alisema Africa. Alisema South Africa. Alisema South Africa, sio?
Bado.
Nisaidie na paper bag. Hii unga.
Now it's your turn.
Buda, nikienda home na nikufanya tu kwa sufuria. Na nipike ugali.
Aya, bro, it's your turn.
Number 1.
Bro, unaka mganga wa mnaijo mwenye ameupdate.
Mama.
Papa. Niulize. It's my turn. Aya.
I am the second born in a family of 8. Number 1. monocotyledon.
My nigga.
Monocotyledon is the scientific reference for maize.
All right.
Okay? Okay? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
My father was the OCPD of Kericho.
Monocotyledon, that is truth. Is a scientific name.
20, time. Yoni, monocotyledon ni...
Mono ni moja. Mono ni moja.
Ni beans.
Mimi ni dako. Hapana, means so I'm right.
Umesema ni true.
Hapana, nimekwambia hiyo ni true.
Okay, nimesema
si mono ni maize. Dicot ni maize is atole mara so die is true.
Yes, and that's maize. Mono is beans. The maize.
Hapana, cheki, hiyo ni true.
Mununie bro.
Cheki.
No bro.
Hapana. Jina nani kwa show?
Hapana bro. Wait, usituchanganye. Hata wewe ulisema Thabo Mbeki, you wanted African nini? Bro, man, hatuna time. Twende. Buda unakaa wale wanaenda kutairiwa.
Hapana, hii game isiendelee. Wewe Jojo, hii game imeisha.
Sasa utahost show aje?
Check it. So imagine tunasema news. Hujambo na karibu katika habari za TV47 jioni.
Mnakumbuka hii televisheni ni ya waganga kutoka Tanzania.
Badala katulaka influencers wa waganga wa TZ. Waganga kutoka Tanzania.
Piga nambari hiyo hapa chini. Tunatibu. Buda. Mimi nashangaa utaendeleaje na sasa.
My God. Bro.
Yes bro. Now I look crazy, man.
No, clearly, but then to actualize. Aki, my parents should not watch this.
Unachezea unga kwa TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, Eric Omondi, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, so on the first show iko wapi?
Show
kesho
ni kuna kitu tuna launch kubwa ya kuchange industry. Wewe unajiona unachekelea?
September.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then on the 3rd, on Saturday, we have the launch of Nara. It's a white party.
Yeah.
Nakupatia ticket, tupatie Ofweneke mkuje.
Sawa.
Bro na kavibaya.
Hata mimi nakaa vibaya. Bro ingekuwa hivi hata tendea angenipenda. So
sasa utaendeleaje? Utachukua break uoge?
Bro, lazima nilipe rent. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate Eric Omondi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, bro. Bye. Yeah. So, able to get feedback, listen it. Let's get on the feedback. George Mbote, you're watching all the way from Gakuo, Githogori, sub-county. Thank you so much. David Boss, successor. Guy, my God, you see that? You're saying you're tuned in. Asante sana, thank you so much. Gilbert Kepsang, thank you so much. Vinton Kamau, asante sana. And of course, Victor Winjila. You're saying you're loving the show, yes? Listening, tuone kazi listening.
Kuna mtu amesema Eric atudansie single ladies. Tu kwa nini umemrelease? That is
Muthoni. Bikini, hapo unajua. Kuna vile lazima fix generator ndio isionekane so na.
Then there is Antavik. I'm watching you guys from KCO show iko dope with Eric in the house. Then kuna Atlas. Anasema say hi to daktari.
Oh my God. Yes, Muthoni Maina, of course, you're saying the show is elite. Eric Omondi, my God, no, naenda kusema kenye umesoma. My God, it's got pieces zingine. Let me get on my knee. Please continue to do hashtag the Ofweneke tonight. Comment and telling us where are you watching the show from and are you loving the show. I'm telling you, it's always a character when Eric Omondi is around. I just need ndengu na hii chapo iko imeivana.
Lakini ukajua vile unakaa sura kai.
Cheki utatoka nje pia ufuate sawa. Sitaki watu wananikosea heshima. To my landlord, I hope my landlord is watching. This is how I pay your rent. Kazana hapa. They better. Where's it? Wambua Malili saying he's loving the show. I'm trying to get Joanne, what are you saying on my ear? In my ear, on my ear, in my ear, Kizungu may evaporate. Sana. Yes, I'm trying. It's not loading. I am Shatsaha Shavuka, also away from Kakamega, Sana. And of course, Modeko, you're loving the show. I am Kelvin, you say you're loving the show. Sylvia, you're loving the show. Sana as well. Listen, give me somebody else right there. We're reading your comments, so please make sure you tell us where you're watching from, all right?
There's Mike. Mike is watching Akwapato, Nairobi. Then there is kuna huyu amesema mtuwekee pikipiki Ponki.
Huyu ako huko Supreme sasa uliona vile alikuwa ameswetu huko ni kama yenda alikuwa anakamua ng'ombe.
Ametuambia.
Rashford the Prince, you're saying Mitilinga iko fine. Asante sana. George Mbora, you're saying can't wait. Mark me present, of course, once again, of course. Grace Angiede, you're saying my favorite comedian. I can't wait to laugh and controllable. Oh, thank you so much, Grace. Oh my goodness. I'm saying I'm her favorite comedian. Hey. Yes. Thank you so much as well. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, when we come back after short break, of course, we'll be having the one and only, the MCA-elect Woodley Ward, the one and only David Guibini, a.k.a. the one and only DNG, who is my friend, my boy. See, one thing I'm proud about this election is because my friends are just getting into political seats.
Your friends?
You get my friend. You see, one thing I'm saying is this, and they are not lucky. If you are my friend and you've been elected, you're not lucky because I have access to you. I will put you on check. Jalango, you're not lucky. I will text you. DNG, you're not. In fact, DNG, you are my MCA. You're not even lucky. I will text you. Fernandez Baraza, Governor, Kakamega County. I will text you. Alex Chesang, I will text you. Nani mwingine? Barchok, Dr. Barchok, Bomet County Governor. I will text you. Abdel Nasir, I will text you. Sakaja, we Sax, mimi nitakutext. Sikiza alisema wase wanduthi wanini? Wewe unajua vile mademo alijam. Watu wase wanduthi, mademo walifurahia. Wakadosema nduthi sasa zirudishwe. Juu mademo ndio kukalia nduthi. Unajua tu demo tunakaanga hivi. Ati usiende mbio sana we Sena unapiga breaks. Hapo ndio wanduthi, most of them ni Waluya kutoka Kawangware, Huruma. Ati unishikilie vizuri. Shikilia ni kama unashikilia kisiaki. Shikilia tu haze So of course a big shout out to all the Nduthi guys that are watching. Ladies and gentlemen, Jojo, do I have time to probably wipe this off? I need to know. Yes. Do I have time to wipe this off? Siwezi host mheshimiwa hivi. Hakuna.
Atakuelewa ndo aone vile mnapitia mashinda huko.
This is how I'll be paying your salary. So I have to do this ndo salary yako kwa taxi ingie. So please, nihurumie. Ladies and gentlemen, please once again put your hands together as I invite my big brother, a gentleman who, man, we've done a lot of things together, big shows together, and of course he was one of the top hype men. Actually, there were only two hype men I knew in this country. And that was Alemba, who went to the US, and DNG. And DNG alikuwa anashika mbele, yeah! Top shotter, DNG! Unapaka madem, oh my God! Akina penda kavilani mimi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's episode the one and only DNG! Karibu sana. Yes, thank you so much. Maged, sina uchumi na lazima tujikaze. Naona nipanguze nusu nikazi kama hapa. Okay, sasa ina kaka super highway. Boka ni boka. Bro, karibu on the show. I'm going to do my best to try and wipe it off. It comes off. Kazi mboka ni mboka. I don't know. First of all, congratulations.
Wipe kidogo, ongeza kidogo.
I swear, akitungefanya kitu ya mwisho bali.
Inabidi hata ungie commercial break.
Yaani Jojo haiwezi bana. Tuweze na break kwanza akiona. Ndio mwambie tukitoka break. Yuko sawa Chris, ndio. Say nakam serious.
Nakafiti. Nakafiti.
I swear. I hope my parents are not watching this show. They'll be so disappointed in the village.
No, umesemaje stories za Nduthi?
But bro, let me ask. You're one of the guys who are very aggressive in terms of selling your agendas. And one thing I'm proud about is that you started the race. mapema na ukauza sera. And of course I think nimekufollow Instagram ever since tujuane. And you are constantly pushing your agenda. You're constantly on ground. Leo uko pale karibu Kiboko, uko pale around Winners, uko Toi, umeingia Kenyatta Market, umeuza agenda. How do you feel now that you're here?
Iko sawa, nasikia raha sana. You know, for me it's been a journey of 14 months to be precise, from June last year till the election day when people came in and affirmed the decision of the majority of Woodley Kenyatta Golf Course Ward.
Right.
Nasikia raha sana that watu wali resonate na your message when wanasema your agenda of change. Because I vied on a premise of change because niliweza understand zile issues watu wanapitia katika ward yangu, tukazimap up, tukaangalia priorities zetu ni gani, what can we do, what are the solutions. Then I went door to door. Hakuna estate sijakanyaga,
I remember that.
Hakuna market sijakanyaga, hakuna hata bar sijakanyaga. Yani nimeenda kila mahali. I've met almost everybody except labda wale wanakujanga usiku. Sasa zile hatuko campaign, but you know, I've been to every zone within the ward, all the way from Showground past Dagoretti corner roundabout to Upper Hill to Ngumo. On foot. Mimi nilikuwa na campaign kwa mguu.
Bro, you were totally sold out to this vision.
Yes, for 14 months consistently, daily. Hata ilibidi hata saa zingine Sundays. You're on the time share na familia kidogo ilete shida. But lazima ni kuwe ground.
Ni nini hiyo ambayo ilikuwa imeku, I don't want to use the word kuudhi because you I'll be ndakuwa na kosea the past MCA Shima. But what is that you felt was going wrong in the Woodley ward, that you felt like, you know what, these things need to be sorted out?
So many things. If you look at like our ward today, bado unajua sijaapishwa. Tunaenda kuapishwa labda after governor ndio ata gazette first sitting, alafu ndio tuende tushike Biblia tuseme I.
So you're MCA-elect.
So ni MCA-elect.
Yes.
But like right now we're already dealing with issues that we have inherited. For example, ukiingia Othaya Adams Market sahi.
Yes.
Takataka imetapaka kila mahali paka kwa barabara.
Kwanza shikilia tu hapo.
Ni noma.
Shikilia tu hapo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Ofweneke tonight. I'm telling you, there's no any other show like this show, because any other show that looks like this show is just a YouTube ad. Skip it. Ladies and gentlemen, see you after a short break. Dr. Ofweneke tonight will be back with the one and only MCA-elect DNG.
DNA.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music.
Tonight,
they went into an election in which the register was compromised, and the number by which it is compromised could and did affect the results.
Hearing of the presidential petition kicks off at the Supreme Court. Chebukati on the spot for allegedly running a one-man show. IEBC complies with court orders, grants Azimio One Kenya access to its servers. Raila Odinga, through his lawyer James Orengo, lays bare his arguments before the 7-judge bench. Raila insists President-elect William Ruto did not meet the constitutional threshold of 50% plus 1 of votes cast.
At Streisand School of Medical Health Science and Technology, we prepare the change makers of tomorrow by training them in theater technology, medical engineering, science laboratory and health records, applied biology, environmental health science, nutrition and dietetics, ICT, counseling psychology, and many more. Enroll with us today and take a certificate or diploma course. Visit our campuses in Juja, Nairobi West, Kisumu, and Homa Bay and get your career going.
Usiyakubalie maumivu ya misuli kukatiza ratiba yako. Kaluma Pain Balm ni dawa ya kusugua iliyotengenezwa kutoka kwa miche maalum ili kutuliza maumivu ya misuli. Kaluma Pain Balm. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
As As a government-sponsored student, joining Mount Kenya University was the best decision I ever made.
With over 165 fully accredited programs and state-of-the-art learning facilities, you literally have the world in your hands in terms of career choice.
The learning is not only uninterrupted, but also supported through ICT. And within no time, you're done with your studies.
Make the right choice by joining Mount Kenya University.
Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities.
Watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Dr. Ofweneke, and of course, we just left with Eric Omondi, and of course, we are back, of course, with the one and only, a gentleman of respect, of course, a man who was one of the best in his other craft, and now is into politics, from selling fan to now delivering on policies. DNG.
Yo!
Bro, unasema pale Adams, Odhaya.
Sahi.
Nani bole hiyo toka takataka iko.
Mbaya sana. In fact, iko katikati ya road. Yani road hii. If I show you like some of the chat messages I'm dealing with from the traders who are positioned there.
Yes, sir.
I just take those messages, I forward them to the sub-county administration and I tell them, yani, ikitu lazima isutiwe. And we also understand that tumeinherit debt, tumeinherit mashida from the previous regime. Lakini, watu wetu watakujua hiyo. Watu wetu wanataka service delivery immediately.
Let me ask, bro, because I feel like Kenyans are still not sure about what an MCA, what should be done by an MCA's office, what is on the table in terms of constitution, in terms of duties, what is in the office of an MP and the office of the county. Yeah. Of course, the president we all know, and that came out very clear during the debate of the Langata constituency, and 2 or 3 parliamentary aspirants were not sure
what the role
is. Yeah. Bro, just in a nutshell, on behalf of all the MCAs, constitutionally, what is the role of an MCA?
It's a very good question. So the first role is representation.
Right.
That means that the people who elected you, your electorate in your ward, those are the guys you need to represent.
Right.
So msea kikuletea shida ya area ingine, hiyo si issue yako.
Yes, yako.
Sawa. Then apart from that, there is budget allocation. So budget allocation has to do with going to that county assembly floor, participating in committees, pushing for budgets, and ensuring that the projects that are priorities for your ward are captured in that budgeting process and are factored in. And then apart from that, it's oversight. So oversight means that after passing the budget, are those projects being implemented? Are they being executed? Is the executive doing their work? Are they utilizing the budgets properly? Or is there misappropriation of funds, for example?
Exactly.
But in Kenyans' eyes, it's a very different thing because the MCA deals with everything. Kukiwa na noma yoyote, kama sahi, I'm dealing with an issue at Jamhuri Festival. Somebody has just sent me a message in one of our groups that there's a Nairobi water came, dug a hole and left a hole.
Come on.
In the estate. And I have a photograph, actually 2 photographs. So I forwarded that. Like how some of these government institutions are operating in a very bad way, for lack of a better word. Like how do you come? Somebody has reported, for example, there's a water burst. Ukuje uchimbe na uiache hivyo.
Na uishie. As if nothing has happened.
Na wako sawa.
But let me ask, bro.
So si ndio sasa lazima tuchukue hizo shida na tuzifuatilie.
We escalate to the relevant authorities.
Exactly.
Let me ask, vitu kama stima, barabara, kujenga shule, kujenga kuchimba hizo boreholes, kumake sure lightings kama kutoka hapa Posta, kukuja chini, upite Togo Flats, uteremke down pale kona Winners Chapel all the way. Job gani ni ya MCA na job gani ni ya MP?
Sasa,
na job gani ni ya executive, national government, job gani ni ya county?
They're intertwined because you see the MCA is the area representative at the ward level.
Right.
So unapata MP na MCA, they are very similar because the ward is also part of that constituency that is being represented by that area MP. So unaweza pata kama Kibra. Issue ya Woodley bado inaweza kuwa tackled na MP wa Kibra.
Kwa pipe ya maji manzi ya Kibra
yani,
imeishia.
Na bado huyo mse wa Woodley si yako within Kibra constituency. So tunafaa kusaidiana, but MCA ndo anabebanga zote. MCA ndo ubeba ile msalaba.
Kama ndo class monitor aenda kuripoti kwa head boy. Head boy class teacher ifike basi.
Sasa zingine huyo piri anaenda direct kwa headmaster ama PTA. ama BOG. Unaona? So kama sasa mambo ya lighting. I had a conversation with the guys in charge at the Kibra sub-county office and I asked them, ini ya KPLC ama ini ya county? Wananiambia ni ya county. So nauliza mbona hatuna stima? Because ni ukweli hapo Posta hiyo Togo Flats Junction hapo ndio watu wanaibiwa.
Hapo kutoka kwa watu hii because mimi nimegro ya gaza ngombe yoni hudi yangu. Nimegro ya yani, nimegro ya Fort, na nimegro ya hapa Fort Karanja, na nimegro ya Fort. So kumanga mzee tukiwa young, zile mangeta mzaeli cha papa Calix
zinaendelea bado paka sasa hivi.
Bro mpaka imbaji kujikula fulani juu hakuna lami. Sasa hivi kuna lami lakini bado so hii unapigwa ngeta ina more prestigious way. Unajua time ulikuwa unaikwa kimbao hapa.
Sasa unasimamishwa.
So unaambia hey excuse me sir. Yeah unaambia choose application. Unaambia unaambia either ni mbao ama ni kakisu ama una press one.
Na tumewekewa police station ya Kibra. Yani sasa tuko na Lamvin unasema but bado watu wanaibiwa. Pale Jamhuri primary bado hapo kuna giza. Watu wanaibiwa.
Hiyo barabara kuingia showground.
Hiyo barabara inaenda hadi Kianda.
Oh yeah.
Unajua? Hapo Jamhuri primary polling station pale iko ni giza. Ukienda Ngumo stage sahi ni giza. Tulizimiwa stima siku ya election. Sijui motive ilikuwa gani
lakini mpaka leo bado.
Leo bado hatuna stima. Sawa. Hii stretch ya Mbagati Primary School connecting to Kemri pia hiyo watu wanaibiwa hapo gunpoint. Sasa hii robbery za Woodley sasa zimetekana si kisu ni mchuma
magizani.
Ni mchuma sasa hii. You remember Adams we had 2 murders this year. It was a big issue, tukaescalate kwa media, watu wakaiamplify, tukachanga, watu wakazikwa. But that has not stopped it from recurring. We are having a lot of those armed robberies in our area.
So what are you
and believe that is not the role of the MCA, but I have to now engage the DC, I have to engage the OCPD who sits in Kilimani, I have to engage the OCSs because hao ni watu wangu wanaumia. So it's an overwhelming task. I'm not yet hata sijaapishwa lakini tayari niko wera. Nimekuwa kwa hizo committee mingi. Bro, na mimi ule mse siwezi raise issue na ninyamaze.
So unasukuma
sukuma paka either uperform ama utolewe hapa.
Fantastic. Bro.
Ama ni aje wase.
Sindio. And I must say this, and of course I have seen you both at work on stage in the media and knowing you on a personal level. I have faith in you.
Asante.
But it's unfortunate, like I said, it's unfortunate for you because I'm your bro and I'm your electorate. So I'm keep in check, bro.
Lakini usiniulize chwani sawa.
Usimamaike bro. At least me make it clear. So bro, let's move away from that. DNG, are you going to miss you being a hype man?
Yo, man.
Are you going to miss radio, TV?
I miss it because you see the talent doesn't cease. The talent doesn't stop being a gift from God, you know? Once it's placed in you, it's in you, man.
It's you till then.
So for me, I hata ukiangalia rally ya mwisho ya UDA mimi ndo nilikuwa na hype pale
Nyayo. By the way, yes, exactly, yes.
Waheshimiwa wengine wamekaa pale nini protocol, mimi niko napiga sherehe because it's who I am as a person. It's who I am as a person.
Niona bado iko ndani.
Mimi ni ule msee. DP anakuja na sasa samani president elect anakuja saa hii anapata kijana wake wa Woodley anapiga wipe pale unacheki anabamba wase. But I believe that is also what has endeared me to my voters because ningekuwa mtu serious, ningekuwa mtu ati nini stack up, siongei, sichekeshi watu aingia sijui unaelewa. But sasa wamepata MCA accessible, MCA fresh, MCA handsome. Unaona? Warembo wewe. So
Bro, hii show imejaa kiburi leo yani. Yaani kiburi imespill over mpaka station nyingine.
Tulisema hizo zingine ni my YouTube channel.
Bro, hizo ni skip ad.
So unapata siasa haimaanishi sasa wewe ni mtu boring. Hizo siku ati wewe ni politician umevaa zile koti mrefu
alafu Troy imekulika hapa. So bwana msana sema hivi bwana
gazeti. Si atusomangi gazeti bana. News unaipata kwa TV ama kwa phone, una get?
I get you.
Yes, game may change. This is the new face of leadership, Maze. Hallelujah. No, I'm saying.
I think bro, ukisukuma nobody wants to trade. You're like, hey, kidogo, hey, wachana na. But I'm happy that you are there. Jalango is there, and KJ is back, and I'm happy when I see guys from our industry.
Angalia governor yetu fresh man.
Manze sax manze, hauna jalikuwa.
Na alikuwa msanii bado.
So nataka kama cheze gitaa nini? Mimi naenda safari. Ninapitia pale Mudhurwa,
na kuna taka.
Ninaenda napata Pasaris na mtoa kwa njia. Well, Pasaris, forgive me.
So there's good vibe now in governance.
Exactly.
And for me, it's just to hope that we can all pull together, regardless of the political divide. Whether it doesn't matter sai, because sai tunaserve Nairobians in general.
Exactly.
Tukiingia kwa county assembly ndio mimi nawakilisha Woodley, lakini zile vitu tutapitisha pale
ina
benefit Nairobi mzima across all 85 wards.
Come on.
So lazima tukue serious, lazima tushikane, lazima tujadiliane na tupitishe vitu za maana.
Beautiful. Come.
Ama ni aje?
Come wesh.
Unanipea mashort nini?
Bro, I wish that mimi nisingekuwa shorts. So Jojo unasimama hapa, si ndio?
Nikiona vikombe kama hizi.
Wamesema wao kuja hii side. Kuja hii side. Tukayo.
Hatukunywi hizi vitu kuja. Ni aje?
Bro, sasa unajua shida mzee producer ama mama sijui kunaendaje hapa. Sasa shida ni moja. So ni healthy.
Tunadua.
Jojo ni healthy, si ndio? Man, hapo hapo tunaanza kudai ona.
Watu wa Woodley wanaweza ku
mwana wanakuja, mimi ni mse wa Woodley. Mse wa Woodley.
Tunaduaje?
Bro, si unaona ndio hii nilikwambiaje?
Hata mimi nilipiga kura.
Ndio hii. Na mimi unajua mimi nilichapa suti.
Sasa rada.
Twende kazi. Okay, nimesema mtu nilipigia.
Ngoja tunaduaje? Hata uja against.
So ndio game, So ndio game mwesha. So unachapa drink ya kwanza.
Unajua kesho niko assembly clerk na ningoja 9
Wacha ni bro, na umechapa Hublot.
Bro, ni mbaya sawa. Cheki, tunaenda kesho wacha ni nominate mtu mmoja.
Unataka kunominate nani?
Haya. Unaona umsupe? Hebu muoka. Wana kaudli.
Unirunda bro. Chukua boy. Boy come.
Juu kesho unajua pale asubuhi mapema ni
kidogo nayo na
supervise haya.
Mimi nakupigania
rada ni gani tunaduaje?
Mwisho anakuacha fair.
Haya. Iko sawa.
So ndio game game ndio sawa. So tunachapa drink ya kwanza. Alafu tuna flip. Una get? So game ni lazima ukiflipi tumbler. Lazima uflipi tumbler isimame vile imesimama. Sawa? So ikikataa
hatari.
Una get? So ikikataa tunaendelea mpaka isimame kabisa.
Unajua mimi nilikuwa nacheza hizi games kwa show yangu inaitwa Happy Hour.
Nakumbuka.
Sitaki kumwaibisha, unaelewa? On Max, ngoja buda acha kuridhini.
Sawa, my god.
Mimi nasema sawa. Tayari. Watongo nyumbani TV47 DNG ndani ya studio. Yo, it's about that time. Woodley Kenyatta Golf Course. What are you ready? On to Max. Get set. Twende kazi. Flip buda, flip. Weka opposite.
Hapana. Bro, lazima uchape hivi. Bro, go again. Hatari. My god, hizi vitu gani hapa, dawa za corona?
Na iko na maparticles man. Tena,
wacha ujinga wewe. Wewe usimamishi hizi vitu bana, simamisha. Mazeni vitu gani hizi?
Ni kahawa mani sukari.
Hebu zoom in. We, Jojo nini?
Naskule zimekataa.
Ile kudairy after hii.
Your competitor amekataa.
Hatari. Hiyo ni tangawizi, haishuki. Ofweneke kasa mtu wangu. Jamhuri oye.
Kai maze. Maze Jojo nini bana?
Ile naye imekataa. Kunywa.
Wacha ikae. No, mimi nimegive up. Mimi nimegive up mimi wewe. Wacha na bro, wacha ni sawa. Bro, unakunywa ya kweli.
Alikuwa na kiu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ofweneke tonight, of course, Eric Omondi, DNG, and of course, what's your name, bro? Levinsky. What are you doing? Bro, we're gonna kunywa for 20. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'm not your ordinary DJ. Listen, thank you so much for being on the show. I mean, I don't know, we've done every useless thing and every sensible thing all in the same. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next week sometime. Let's meet on YouTube, Dr. Ofweneke TV, and of course, TV47 Kenya, where you can get all our past episodes as well. Remember, we have understood the role of the